Hey there, Wellness Waves family. What if I told you national headlines just shook the entire world of hormones? And it's not scary news this time. Fresh February buzz around metabolic advances is giving everyday people real wins. Better energy, easier weight management, and hormone balance that actually lasts. If you've been feeling off, tired, or stuck, stay right here. You're about to get the exact updates that could change everything. Welcome back to Wellness Waves, your go-to source for health and wellness podcasts that actually move the needle. I'm Dr. Elias Site, and today in video 10, we're doing a special Metabolic Medicine Updates 2026 Insights episode. We're diving straight into the biggest hormone news of the year, turning complex science into simple, actionable steps you can start using this week. No fluff, just the breakthroughs that matter for your daily life. Grab your notebook or favorite note app because we're going deep for the next 2 hours. You're going to walk away with tools, stories, and clarity that finally make sense of why your body feels the way it does and exactly what to do about it. Let's jump in. Before we get into the specific headlines, let's zoom out for a second and talk about why 2026 feels like a true turning point for metabolic medicine. For decades, so many of us have been told that once your hormones shift, whether it's perimenopause, andropause, or just the natural slowdown after 40, that's it. Energy crashes, weight creeps up, mood dips, and you just have to accept it. But the latest data flipping that script shows us metabolism isn't fixed. It's flexible, responsive, and ready to respond when we give it the right signals at the right time. This year's updates are all about precision and safety. Doctors now have clearer roadmaps, better delivery methods, and real-world evidence that these therapies work best when paired with the lifestyle choices you're already making or ready to make. Think of it like upgrading the software on your body's operating system. The hardware was always capable. We just needed the right updates. And today, I'm handing you the full changelog so you can feel the difference in your own life. The game-changing HRT update, from fear to freedom. Let's start with the headline that's got women's health circles buzzing. The FDA officially removed those old black box warnings from menopausal hormone therapy products. For years, that scary label made so many women and even some doctors hesitant because of outdated fears around heart risks, strokes, and breast cancer concerns that came from a single large study back in the early 2000s. But fresh 2025-2026 reanalyses of that same data, plus brand new long-term trials, paint a completely different picture. When hormone therapy is started at the right window, ideally before age 60 or within 10 years of menopause, it's not only safe for the vast majority of women, it actually delivers powerful protective benefits. We're talking dramatic relief from hot flashes, night sweats, and sleep disruption that used to steal years of restful nights. Improved bone density so you're not worrying about fractures later. Better heart and vascular function because estrogen supports the lining of your blood vessels. And yes, clearer thinking and steadier mood because your brain has estrogen receptors everywhere. I've seen patients like Maria, a 52-year-old teacher who came to me exhausted, gaining weight no matter what she ate, and waking up drenched in sweat multiple times a night. After a thorough workup and starting a low-dose transdermal estrogen patch combined with micronized progesterone, she told me within 6 weeks, "Dr. Elias, I feel like myself again. I have the energy to keep up with my students and actually enjoy evenings with my family." That kind of story is becoming the new normal. Here's the practical side you can use right now. First, know the different forms. Patches, gels, and vaginal creams often bypass the liver better than older oral pills, which means fewer side effects for many women. Bioidentical hormones that match what your body used to make are widely available and preferred by most guidelines now. But it's never one size fits all. We always look at your personal history, family risks, and current labs. Common question I get is, what if I have a history of blood clots or breast cancer in my family? Great question. That's exactly why we do individualized risk assessment. For many women without those contraindications, the benefits far outweigh the risks, especially when we combine it with smart lifestyle choices like strength training, anti-inflammatory eating, and stress management. Let me give you a simple 3-step starter plan you can begin this week while you schedule that conversation with your doctor. Track your symptoms for 7 days: hot flashes, energy levels, sleep quality, mood, and any weight changes. Request a full hormone panel that includes estradiol, progesterone, FSH, thyroid panel, and inflammatory markers. Morning fasting labs give the clearest picture. Start supporting your body's natural hormone pathways today with 30 grams of protein at breakfast, magnesium-rich foods like spinach and pumpkin seeds, and a 10-minute evening wind-down ritual to protect your sleep. These small steps alone can make a noticeable difference even before any prescription. And when you do talk to your doctor, bring this episode, share the exact FDA update, and ask specifically about the newer delivery methods that are now standard. Pause for a second and picture yourself 6 months from now with steady energy, better sleep, and clothes fitting the way you want. That future is more possible today than it was last year. Write down one symptom you want to improve most, and we'll keep circling back to solutions for it throughout this episode. Next generation GLP-1 medications, the full-body metabolic reset. Moving to the next massive update that's changing lives for people struggling with weight, blood sugar, and energy crashes, the next generation GLP-1 receptor agonists are going polyagonist. We're no longer limited to the first wave drugs like semaglutide or tirzepatide. The newest players, CagriSema from Novo Nordisk and Retatrutide from Eli Lilly, are showing trial results that are honestly mind-blowing. Average weight loss of 23 to 28% in under a year, significant liver fat reduction, better cardiovascular outcomes, and even improvements in kidney function and inflammation markers that drive brain fog. Oral versions are finally rolling out too, which means no more weekly injections for some folks. These aren't just weight loss shots anymore. They're full-spectrum metabolic modulators that work by mimicking and amplifying your body's own gut hormones to slow gastric emptying, increase satiety, improve insulin sensitivity, and even talk directly to your brain's reward centers so cravings lose their power. I want to be transparent. These medications are powerful tools, not magic. They work best when paired with the right nutrition and movement.
One patient, James, a 48-year-old engineer who had tried every diet and still carried extra belly fat and pre-diabetes, started on the newer polyagonist under close monitoring. 6 months later, he lost 42 pounds, his liver enzymes normalized, and he said, "I finally have mental clarity at work and energy to play with my kids without crashing at 3 p.m. But here's what matters for you. Even if these medications aren't right for your situation right now, you can start supporting your natural GLP-1 pathways today. Eat protein-first meals. Aim for 30 to 40 grams at breakfast within an hour of waking. Take a gentle 10-minute walk after lunch and dinner to blunt blood sugar spikes. Prioritize 7 to 9 hours of sleep because poor sleep tanks your natural GLP-1 levels. And consider time-restricted eating with a 12 to 14-hour overnight fast. Many of my patients notice fewer cravings within 2 weeks. We'll talk side effect management too. The most common are nausea or digestive changes when first starting. Slow titration, staying hydrated, and eating smaller, nutrient-dense meals make a huge difference. And always work with a provider who understands metabolic health. Not every doctor is up to speed on the 2026 protocols yet. Let's make this super practical. Here's a sample day that supports both natural and medical GLP-1 pathways. Breakfast: Greek yogurt with berries, chia seeds, and a scoop of protein powder. Mid-morning: handful of almonds and an apple. Lunch: grilled chicken salad with olive oil dressing and plenty of fiber-rich veggies. Afternoon movement: 15-minute brisk walk. Dinner: salmon, quinoa, and roasted broccoli finished by 7 p.m. so you fast until breakfast. Track how you feel after 1 week and you'll see the difference. Quick win moment. If you're listening right now and your energy dips in the afternoon, commit to one post-lunch walk today. That single habit alone can shift your metabolic signals more than you realize. Drop in the comments what your biggest metabolic struggle is: weight, energy, or cravings, and I'll address the top ones in our next episode. Testosterone therapy gets the green light, restoring vitality for men and women. Update number 3 that's giving hope to so many over 40. Testosterone therapy labeling has been updated to reflect solid evidence that properly dosed treatment in men with confirmed deficiency does not increase heart risk, and it restores energy, muscle mass, mood, libido, and even metabolic rate. Low-dose options for women are gaining traction too, especially for libido, bone health, and overall vitality. The science is clear now. When levels are truly low, replacing testosterone improves insulin sensitivity, helps reduce visceral fat, and supports mitochondrial function so your cells produce energy more efficiently. I've worked with men who felt like they were just getting old, only to discover their levels were half of what they should be. After treatment and lifestyle support, they report waking up refreshed, lifting heavier at the gym, and feeling motivated again. Practical steps: get morning total and free testosterone tested along with SHBG and estradiol. If low, discuss gels, injections, or pellets with your provider. Pair it with resistance training 3 times a week. Even bodyweight squats and push-ups at home make a difference. Eat zinc-rich foods like oysters, beef, and pumpkin seeds, and manage stress because cortisol steals from testosterone production. Common myth: testosterone causes aggression or prostate issues. The data shows that when monitored properly, risks are low and benefits are high for quality of life. FGF21, your body's hidden metabolic hero and mitochondrial boost. Fourth insight that ties a lot of this together: emerging 2026 research on FGF21, your brain's natural metabolic hormone, is showing it can help reverse fatty liver signals, regulate stress-related weight gain, and improve mitochondrial function for steadier cellular energy. You don't need a prescription for this one. Cold exposure, even 2-minute cold showers, regular Zone 2 exercise, and time-restricted eating naturally raise FGF21. My patients who add these habits report fewer energy crashes and better mood stability within weeks. The rise of truly personalized metabolic medicine. Finally, 2026 is the year everything becomes personal. Continuous glucose monitors are expanding insurance coverage. AI-driven hormone mapping apps are helping doctors fine-tune plans. And genetic insights are showing who responds best to which therapy. We're combining all of this with your unique lifestyle, preferences, and goals. We'll cover how to request advanced testing, simple at-home tracking tools, and how to build your own metabolic support team: doctor, nutritionist, trainer, and accountability partner. Putting it all together for lifelong results. Now, let's weave everything into a complete lifestyle framework. Nutrition plate method for hormone balance, sleep hygiene that protects every hormone we discussed, stress reduction practices that lower cortisol, and movement patterns that enhance metabolic flexibility. I'll share real listener stories from our community and common mistakes to avoid so you don't waste time. Here are your 5 portable tools to take with you today. Book your annual comprehensive hormone and metabolic panel. Include thyroid, sex hormones, insulin, HbA1c, and inflammatory markers. Start one metabolic habit this week: protein-first breakfast, post-meal walk, or 12-hour overnight fast. Prepare for your doctor conversation with specific questions about the latest FDA updates. Track symptoms and energy for 30 days using a simple journal or app. Share this episode with one person who's struggling. The ripple effect of better health is powerful. Whew! 2 hours later, and we've covered the 2026 metabolic breakthroughs that are giving so many people their lives back. Which update resonated most with you? The HRT safety news, the new GLP-1 options, testosterone clarity, FGF21 hacks, or the personalized medicine future? Drop your thoughts, your biggest takeaway, or the one change you're committing to in the comments below. Share this episode with one friend or family member who needs to hear it. You never know whose life you might transform. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and join our Wellness Waves community so you never miss an update. Your body is listening. Let's keep riding these waves of wellness together. I'm Dr. Elias Site. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next episode. You've got this.